Okay, today's video is on the Transformers animated Dinobot Snarl. Now, if you ever watched the original G1 series, the Triceratop was actually named Slag, and the Stegosaurus was Snarl. But for reasons why, for the animated series, Slag had the name Snarl, only because in British terms, the word slag is an insult. So, when they made the show, they had to change the name. But they still kept Swoop, which is the pterodactyl, and Grimlock, which is the Dinobot leader, who's also a T-Rex. They kept their names the same. They just changed his name. But that's not really much of an issue. I mean, if you have the other figures, then you can tell the difference. I mean, looking at Snarl, decently looking, nice. Now, he does come with a weapon, which you think will go somewhere. Where you look underneath here, there's a little hole. You think would peg in there. It does not peg in at all. Doesn't. Because the weapon had two little tabs on the side. Now, you shave those off, it can fit. But doesn't anymore. Even if you shave them off, they won't fit. And if you have them on, they won't fit. Doesn't really make much sense to have an opening down here and this not fit in. But the coloration on this is nice. You got the gold on the face, red on the body area, and then kind of like a metal type blue color, and a bit of circuitry right around here. So now, without talking about, let's just get into the transformation of Snarl. Now, of course, first things we do is we'll take the head, fold it up, pull this piece out for now, and just put it like that. You can also just flip these little tabs out and fold the legs down. And then we just turn the legs like this. Fold these parts up. And take this and just push it down. And next we take the body, split it open, and push this up. Now the next part is to take this piece, fold it down, push it up in here a bit, so that we get it so that it's just above this tab to where they're touching. You can even fiddle with the legs. to get everything to where you want. And next we'll take the head, this head, we'll push the mouth and the horns up. And then, once you have, pretty much, when it's like this, just fold it down. And you just fold the horns in. Then we'll just take the shoulder pieces. Now there's buttons on the side that you just press the button and it pops little flames out. And we take the arms and we fold the fists out. And then you can just open the fists if you want. And now we go to the back, where the tail is, and turn it. So the tail's upside down. And we split it apart. We can even take the weapon, which still fits in the hand, and we close the fist. And now we have Snarl. Now, ultimately, you can't really see his face from this angle. But he's a nice looking figure. This is actually the only figure I got from the animated series. And I can tell you why. I would go to Walmart, go inside the store, they would have other Transformers, but none of the animated figures back when the series was out. And I watched that series. And I just couldn't find any figures. I went to a clothing store. The only ones I could find was Snarl and Soundwave. It was only those two figures that were there. So it was either getting Soundwave or Snarl. So, as a kid, you go with the dinosaur. I mean, who cares about the car? Go with the dinosaur. So which is what I did. And I picked this up. And I've had this for a while now. And now I've just been trying to get the other two Dinobots, Swoop and Grimlock, from the animated series, which has been difficult. Because no matter what price I find them at, people are always asking for like $30 for a used figure, and I don't want to pay $30. Especially for something that's been played with. Now, as a kid, I played with this, but I did not play with it to an extent of, as you can see, there's really nothing wrong with it. There's not really any scratches on it, because I didn't really play with it as much as a kid. I was in that phase of, I really don't want to play with toys, but I still like Transformers, and I still do. Between what I've been collecting, it's Transformers and Star Wars and comic book related stuff. So I have my Transformers on a shelf displayed. But I mean, look at that face. Doesn't really care. And the proportion, like the upper part, has a lot of weight to it. Although it head does swivel back and forth. Arms bend up and down, and they can go this way a little bit. Don't really have a full turn because you have the tails. Leg actually can, of course, the leg bends. You have a calf, or the ankle bends, and then right at the kneecap also bends backwards. So you can do the pose, which is not stable in that pose. But what I can say is, he is definitely a pretty awesome figure to own and to have. I mean, if you are someone that likes only collecting Dinobots, or any Transformers, this is one to get. So, that's gonna be it for this video. If you like it and you want to see more Transformers, and if you actually want to see my collection of Transformers more up close, because on that black shelf where you can see the Coke bottle, which I have a plan for, there are Transformers right there. But if you want to see an up close look, just let me know in the comment. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you next time.